Once upon a time, we used to believe that the atom was the tiniest and most fundamental entity that made up everything. We later discerned that the atom is made up of three particles: the protons, the neutrons, and the electrons. For a time, we thought that is the limit of how small it can get. However, we now know that the protons and the neutrons are made up of smaller particles known as quarks. Electron is a fundamental particle because it can't be broken down to smaller and simpler particles. So, the question is, what is more fundamental than a quark? Is there another smaller particle than a quark? We don't know. This is where the string theory enters the picture. String theory is the closest we've come to the theory of everything. String theory suggests that the fundamental particles we observe in three dimensions are actually one-dimensional extended objects called strings, embedded in multidimensional spacetime, rather than the zero-dimensional point-like particles. The smallest and utmost fundamental building blocks of matter in the universe are tiny strings. Consider the strings of a guitar. Each string produces a different note, but instead of making actual sounds, each vibration produces different particle. The guitar strings have their respective characteristic frequency. When you vibrate the largest string, it produces the lower E note, and when you vibrate the second largest string, an A note is generated. Similar with the string theory, a string in a specific mode of vibration corresponds to a particle with specific attributes, such as mass and charge. A string of a specific length, striking a specific note, may accord the attributes of an electron, while another string, folded and vibrating at a different frequency, may assume the function of a quark, and so on. Nevertheless, no matter how elegant string theory is, many scientists argue that this concept is essentially pseudoscience, for the reason that it seems to be closely impossible to test through experiments. Moreover, the theory has yet to be supported by evidence. As a result, it's still purely a theoretical construct.